Okay, so it's several hours later, and yes, I'm still thinking about this theory, and I'm still eating Christmas cookies, which is just really great. Um, so, more along the line here of Rey being an avatar of the Force, another chosen one, if you will, and why I think this fits in. Now, the bulk of this video commentary is going to be initially about the vision that Rey has in the film. Now, I've only seen this movie once. I've already got tickets to see it again, and I was just texting a friend who wants to go see it in 3D, so it's possible I may wind up seeing this a few times here in the theater. By the way, forgive the sunglasses. I got something going on with my eye, and it's really sensitive right now to light, and this just has to be the solution. So, not trying to be cool here. It's just it's really for everyone's enjoyment of this video that I have these on. So in the movie, in the cantina, Rey has this extraordinary spiritual experience where she is first initially she's drawn away by the sound of the cries of a child, and she goes down into this basement area and is drawn to a box. Now inside this box is the lightsaber, which was created by Anakin Skywalker, the chosen one, a chosen one who was conceived by the Force. All right, so when she actually makes contact, she touches the lightsaber. This is when she is literally thrown to the floor and has a vision. Now, I'm not going to go into all of the details of what it goes into this vision. Go see the movie, or maybe you've probably already seen it if you're watching this. Regardless, this isn't about the contents of the vision so much as it is a confirmation of her as a chosen one. Why do I say that? And here's the gist of the supporting evidence. Now, it's in the Star Wars arena here. A part of one's calling and mentoring and development in Force capabilities is proven by the creation of a lightsaber. If you'll remember in Return of the Jedi, when Luke allows himself to be arrested and taken to Vader so that he can confront him and challenge him and attempt to bring him back to the light, because he senses the good in him. He senses that conflict still at work deep inside of his heart. Right? And so when Vader gets Luke and he makes this note, right? He picks up Luke's, now it's green, bladed lightsaber, and he says, you've constructed a new lightsaber, and he makes this comment about, the advancement of Luke's skills within the Force. Now, in other aspects of the Star Wars, universe, not necessarily in films, but in other productions related to Star Wars, it's made clear that the Force is actually required. One's ability in the Force is actually a requirement to construct the lightsaber. There are aspects about the mechanism itself that requires the user to have some knowledge and some capabilities in the Force in order to actually manufacture one of these things. Now, there's also sort of within the Star Wars universe this idea that objects themselves, dependent on how they were constructed and or how they were used, can actually be endued with a sort of residual spiritual power, if you'll allow me to use that word. Again, a lightsaber is a device, we can all agree, that must be constructed using the power of the Force. And you have other items. For example, in The Force Awakens, you have Kylo Ren, aka Ben Solo, praying, meditating with the mask of Darth Vader. It is a, if I can use the word, it is a cult object. It is something that he is in his possession and he wants to use in order to get in touch with the dark side of the Force, the mask of Darth Vader. So there's something about these objects that are created by or used by powerful Force users that then can also be sensed by or used by other Force users to sort of get in touch with other things going on in the realm of the Force. Sorry, this is going along, but it really zeroes in on my theory here that Rey is a chosen one. The reason she has these visions when she touches the lightsaber, not because she's a Skywalker, not because she's a Solo, because she is a chosen one, and she touches the lightsaber created by who? A chosen one. So a chosen one touches the lightsaber created by a chosen one. Boom, she snaps into all these visions, right? She's getting in touch with the Force. And she didn't expect that. Guess who did not have that experience when they touched the lightsaber? Luke Skywalker. No visions, no supernatural explosions going on in his life. He's the son of Anakin Skywalker. He doesn't have that experience. He's not the chosen one. He's the son of, the offspring of a chosen one. She is different. She is more powerful innately in the Force in this film than Luke ever was. Now, here's some other commentary that I want to throw in, because I saw another guy on another video commenting on Rey's vision, and he went into this other sort of arena that I want to touch on because he was asking about it. He was asking about, why would Kylo Ren be able to freeze that that blaster bolt in midair? We've never seen anyone do that in the films using the Force up to this point. Why could Vader not freeze the blaster bolt? Here's the reason why. Because Darth Vader, though he was Anakin Skywalker and was birthed as a chosen one by the Force itself, had his arms cut off by Obi-Wan Kenobi. His power, while exceedingly great, was diminished by the events which ultimately turned him into Darth Vader, as we knew him. He became Darth Vader before the mask and all that, but Darth Vader, as sort of everyone has, he's popularized in the mask and the suit. He didn't have hands, and it's been speculated this is also why he could not use Force lightning, because it would disable the suit that was helping keep him alive. He does stop a blaster bolt, but only by the time it makes contact to the suit is he able, using the power of the Force, to deflect the blaster bolt. If you remember on Cloud City in Empire Strikes Back, Han Solo, the doors open up on Cloud City. Han Solo sees Darth Vader in the room at the banquet table. He whips out his blaster, fires off a couple of shots. Darth Vader deflects them like nothing. But you see, he didn't have hands. He couldn't freeze the bolt in midair, as you see his grandson is able to do. So I would say that's the reason why. Another question that this video blogger was asking was, you see Kylo Ren able to interrogate, pull things out of people's heads with the sheer power of the Force. Why was Vader not able to do that with Leia in A New Hope, was the question that he was posing. Here's the reason why. The reason why is there's two parts to it. One is what's wrong with Darth Vader, and two is what's right with Princess Leia. You see, what you could read into this, now that in the light of The Force Awakens, is it's very probable or possible that Darth Vader did attempt to interrogate her with the power of the Force, but was unsuccessful, as Kylo Ren was unsuccessful in his interrogation of Rey. Right? It didn't work out. Now, he did have a successful interrogation with the pilot, Poe. But with Rey, not so much. In fact, she turns the tables on him. But in A New Hope, Vader walks into the interrogation room, and there's an interrogation droid accompanying them with the needle, and it's all very scary, right? Why was Vader using an interrogation droid and not just the sheer power of the Force? One, there's something wrong with Darth Vader. He's been weakened. He is in a weakened condition. Yes, he was the chosen one, but in his final duel with his mentor, Obi-Wan, Obi-Wan got the upper hand because he was out of control in his moment of rage. You remember how it plays out. So he's not at full power. Secondly, who is Princess Leia? She's not your average detainee in a cell waiting to be interrogated. She's the daughter of the Chosen One, and she has a will and a resistance to these sort of psychological probings that your average detainee won't have. She is. This is mirrored in the interrogation scenes in The Force Awakens. This is why. So anyway, this is all just kind of supporting evidence to my position here that Rey is a chosen one. Here are some other elements that I want you to consider. One, the little droid BB-8 won't leave her. He wants to be with her. And he has that, and he has now in possession of a component that has to do with discovering the whereabouts of Luke Skywalker. She's not aware of that, but the droid is. And there's something about her that makes it want to stay with her. Here's another component. Finn falls hard for Rey right out of the gate, right? She has this charisma. She has this thing that draws people to her, and she is offered a job by Han Solo. She is an amazing pilot. She is an amazing mechanic. She has these visions. So there's just so many things that stack up that just scream Rey is a chosen one. I really feel like that this is the key that unlocks a lot of components about what's happening with her development and some of the other interactions with other characters in this film. Go ahead and post your comments here, and maybe I'm just completely way off on this, and shed some light on it.